Building Lego armies is one of the coolest ways to enjoy collecting Lego, but it's impossible not to say I want more and I know I shouldn't, and so today I'm going to be breaking the world record for the biggest Lego Star Wars army in history. So let's begin. Many people build Lego clone armies, but today we have assembled over 38,000 official Lego Star Wars minifigures and have taken army building to the next level. So this journey all started back in 2023 when I was invited by my friend Brickli to join the Grand Army of the Republic, a project nearly 5 years in the making, with Lego creators coming together from across the world to change history and take the world record back from the Lego group, who back in 2019 decided to ramp up Stormtrooper production and hand themselves the world record with 36,000 Stormtroopers, which, to quote Brickli, is the same as if Elon Musk were to be displaying 100,000 Teslas during production and receiving an award for owning the most. That would not be fair, right? To put this into perspective, it would cost over $350,000 to beat the current world record, and none of us felt like robbing a bank, so we knew it wasn't going to be easy, but that was not going to stop us. So I hopped on a call with Brickli and we placed a huge order of over 1,000 battle packs, along with Danibob Studios and a number of other awesome creators in the Lego community. Next, we set about planning stage 2, which would be assembling and displaying the entire Clone Trooper Grand Army. And after booking flights to Europe, inviting my friend Bricklas to join us, and pulling an all-nighter, opening battle packs and packing every single one of my Clone Troopers, I left for the airport. Now, we hired a full haul to pull off stage 1, and after meeting the Grand Army's resident cat, it was time to get assembling the 1,000 sealed battle packs and the over 12,000 combined Clone Troopers we had brought to display. With a team of neon balaclava wearing mercenaries working alongside us, we managed to do this in less than 4 hours before we finally displayed our clone army.
So we're going to start with the biggest part of our army, which is this gigantic amount of these Phase 2 plain white Clone Troopers. Only this is 165 Clone Troopers. Just imagine how much we have.
Now this might seem crazy, but later in the video we're going to show you a Lego Star Wars army that is 3 times the size of this one. But here we have 12,500 all-official Lego Clone Troopers. Some highlights to the over 9,000 plain white Phase 2 Clone Troopers, along with over 1,000 Shock Troopers. We also have 800 501st Troopers, along with 1,000 assorted Phase 1 Troopers, and of course over 500 of the original 2014 212th Clone Troopers, which are some of the more expensive troopers on display here. We do also have Kashyyyk and Geonosis clones present, but here is Noah with the Clone Troopers that started it all.
Primarily the older Phase 2 variants, which you can see here, are the Shock Troopers and the regulars. Some fantastic Clone Troopers, timeless pieces to be added to anybody's clone army.
And so that meant that stage 1 was complete, but as we know, 12,500 Clone Troopers is only 1/3 of Lego's world record. And so this time for stage 3 of the Grand Army, we ordered 2,000 battle packs with help from our sponsor Costa Bricks, who runs an awesome Bricklink store. And this would give us another 8,000 Clone Troopers on top of the 12,000 that we already had, giving us 20,000 Clone Troopers in the Grand Army of the Republic in one location. But we knew that both time and money was running out. We now had less than 2 months to build the order of 2,000 battle packs, find nearly 15,000 more minifigures, and travel across the world to display the Grand Army together. Because May 4th would be the official release day when you're sat here watching this video, and with less than a week to go, we put our final touches to the plans, and as we all face bankruptcy, we watched our dream come together against all odds. Stage 3 rolled around and I left my home here in the UK, this time with over 500 minifigures in my bag, and 6 hours later I was in Amsterdam in the midst of a giant King's Day festival, trying to make my way to Brickli's home, where he surprised us with over 30,000 Lego Star Wars minifigures. Because at this point we decided to use all the B1s and B2s from the new battle packs to build a huge separatist droid army, which along with our Empire and First Order army should beat Lego's record of 36,400 minifigures. But we now had less than 24 hours to build almost 10,000 minifigures, display the entire Grand Army and film all of our footage, and we were on the clock. We worked all through the night displaying the army information, and after a giant game of Tetris, Twister and chess at 9 AM in the morning, I finally saluted the Grand Army and headed up to the Lego room to get some hard-earned sleep on my pillow of base plates. And about 2 hours later, it was time to present. And it's not every day that you have the privilege of making Lego Star Wars history with the largest collection of minifigures ever displayed. And before we dive into a full cinematic tour of this army, let's take a look at the Jedi Bricks clone forces. We of course have my Jedi Bricks signature minifigure with curved chrome lightsaber hilt and the Jedi Council chair from my custom Jedi Bricks Council diorama, which I built using Lego Studio and will be showcasing on the channel soon. We've got a big contingent of P2 grunts across these 2 base plates, and of course Shock Troopers. We've got some of my favourite troopers here, the Elite 212th from the Utapau Troopers battle pack back in 2014. Let me know if you guys have any of these in your collection. But I also have always been a big fan of the Kashyyyk Troopers. The camouflage goes very hard. And we've got the Geonosis Troopers, a Kaminoan to make some more troopers for us. We've got Amiga, she's technically a clone. And then we've got a big old base plate of 501st Boys being led by the Grandmaster Daddy Django Fett. Now, this is my Grand Army. We've also got some P2s just behind. But as you can see, this is just a drop in the ocean of how many clone troopers are on display here. And I haven't even got to the droids or the Empire yet. But let's dive into all 38,500 minifigures here with a full breakdown of the various clone legions, battle droid variants, and Empire troopers that we have on display. As you can see, we have a sea of clone troopers ranging from 2006 all the way through to 2024.
Coming over here at the front, the main bulk of these minifigures also has to do here with the new Lego Star Wars Battle Pack that released here in 2024 with these regular P2 clone troopers, of which there are over 10,000 of them. We also have the shock troopers that are there in the back, as well as 501st and the other mini legions and groups that are a part of the Grand Army of the Republic that Lego has produced in several Lego sets over the years. We come over here through this area, you can see even more minifigures that are all spread around, ranging, like I said, from the different divisions that Lego has produced over the years in Lego sets. And then on this table right here, also the Imperial and sequel First Order minifigures.
So we have 38,500 minifigures across 250 plus base plates, ranging from 48s by 48s to 32s by 32s, and we have broken the world record set by Lego for the largest Lego Star Wars minifigure army. And it's been a wild ride, but it was all worth it. And the best part is this isn't even everything, because right now we have 50,000 clone troopers worldwide, not including the droids or Empire forces. But let's take a look at the over 16,000 droid minifigures we have here to face off against the Grand Clone Army. We've got a huge number of B2 Super Battle Droids towards the back, just a sea of that gunmetal grey, which looks really nice. Then we have the B1s, who are of course making up the main force of our droid army. And if we just come down over to this side over here, we can see some of the more specialist droid ranks, and that's because that's my army, Bricklas's army, and H2's army. So let's take a look down here. We've got some droidicas. Now, me and Bricklas were having a heated debate. Do we prefer the new droidica from the buildable droidica set, or do we prefer the original 2014 droidicas? But we also, of course, I've got some B2s, I've got some B1s, but I want to highlight the elite figures that I brought through. We've got a Magna Guard here leading things with General Grievous, you know? No droid army is complete without a true commander. And we have one of my favorite figures down here, which I think gets, pretty underrated, to be honest. This is a Jet Trooper Captain. And as we can see, it's just got that really cool, subtle yellow marking on the head and on the chest. And it just really kind of makes it stand out. On top of all this, we need your support to get this army to a LEGO convention in 2025. And if we do, we will be giving away a large portion of these minifigures. So if you want to help support this project and help us reach 100,000 clone troopers, then join my channel or support however you can via the links in the description, like by sending a single clone trooper to the Grand Army PO box down below. Now, this project would have been impossible without 3 insanely talented creators who have poured their money, time and passion for LEGO into making it happen. We have the LEGO Adventure Time pioneer and clone army connoisseur Noah, who runs H2 Brick and builds some of the best LEGO Star Wars mocks around, and the rebrick and mock building master Bricklas. And if you want to see me and Bricklas build a 99,000 piece UCS Minas Tirith for our next project, comment for Gondor down below. But the reason this project exists at all is the man, the myth and the legend Commander Brickli. Without his constant drive, determination and the support of his family, this project never would have been possible. Now on to the next one. Should we build a giant LEGO Lord of the Rings army, or should we double a LEGO Star Wars Clone Trooper army to 100,000 clone troopers? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing here at Jedi Bricks. But I'll see you guys on the next video.